all around the world, on December 25th, something magical happens. Lights sparkle, families gather, and a sense of joy and hope fills the air. It's the day. Billions of people celebrate the birth of Jesus, but have you ever stopped to ask the big question, was Jesus actually born on December 25th? The short answer, we don't really know for sure. The Bible tells us the beautiful story of his birth in a manger, with shepherds and angels, but it doesn't give us a specific date. And you know what? That's perfectly okay, because what truly matters isn't the exact day on the calendar, but the incredible meaning behind his birth. Still, the story of how December 25th became the day we all celebrate is absolutely fascinating, beautiful, and full of purpose. So, let's travel back in time together and uncover the history behind Christmas Day. In the very early years of Christianity, the first believers didn't really celebrate birthdays at all. For them, the most important events were the teachings of Jesus, his death on the cross, and his miraculous resurrection. Those were the cornerstones of their faith. But as Christianity began to spread like wildfire across the Roman Empire and beyond, people started asking a very natural question. When should we celebrate the incredible moment that God came to earth as a tiny, vulnerable baby? This question sparked a lot of discussion. Different Christian communities proposed different dates. Some thought Jesus was born in the spring, pointing to the detail in the Bible about shepherds watching their flocks by night, something they usually did during lambing season. Others suggested early winter. For a long time, there was just no universal agreement. But then, around the 3rd and 4th centuries, a shift began to happen. Christian leaders felt a growing need for a single, unified day to celebrate the birth of Jesus. They wanted a day that would powerfully remind everyone of hope, of light, and of new beginnings. And the date they chose was December 25th. So, why this specific date? There isn't just one answer, but a few beautiful and symbolic reasons that all point to this day. The first, and perhaps most powerful reason, has to do with the rhythm of the earth itself. December 25th is right next to the winter solstice, which is the longest and darkest night of the year in the northern hemisphere. But what happens right after the solstice? The days start getting longer. Light begins to return to the world, pushing back the darkness, minute by minute. The early Christians saw this as a profound and powerful metaphor. In the Bible, Jesus is called the light of the world. So what better time to celebrate his arrival than at the very moment when physical light begins to triumph over darkness? It was a symbolic way of saying that the arrival of Jesus marked a turning point for all of humanity, bringing spiritual light into a world of darkness. It's a beautiful image, isn't it? The birth of the light of the world, celebrated as the light itself, begins its return. The second reason is a bit more practical, but just as meaningful. By establishing December 25th as a major Christian festival, church leaders were able to create a joyful, positive celebration that could captivate people's hearts and minds. At the time, many pagan cultures had their own popular festivals around the winter solstice, celebrating the return of the sun. Instead of just trying to ban these festivities, the early Christians offered a new, more profound reason to celebrate. They filled the darkest time of the year not with old rituals, but with a new message of hope, generosity, and divine love. It became a season to remember that God cared so much for humanity that he came to be with us in the humble form of a child. It transformed the cold, dark days of winter into a season of warmth and connection. This wasn't about replacing one festival with another. It was about redeeming the time and filling it with a deeper, more beautiful meaning. And there's a third reason, which is all about unity. As Christianity grew, believers were spread across vast and diverse regions. From the warm deserts of North Africa to the snowy forests of Europe, choosing a single date, December 25th, helped to unify all these different communities. No matter where you lived, what language you spoke, or what your local customs were, you could join with millions of other Christians around the globe to celebrate the very same event at the very same time. December 25th became a global symbol of peace and togetherness, a shared moment for a worldwide family of faith. It transcended borders and cultures, reminding everyone that the message of Jesus was for all people, everywhere. This sense of global unity is still a huge part of what makes Christmas feel so special today. It's a day when the world, in many ways, seems to pause and celebrate one single story together. Over the centuries, this celebration grew and blossomed. Beautiful traditions started to take root and spread. Churches began holding special midnight services filled with candlelight and song to welcome the day. Families started to gather together, sharing meals and exchanging gifts as a reflection of the ultimate gift of Jesus. Joyful songs, what we now call carols, were written to tell the story of the Nativity. People began decorating their homes with lights and evergreen trees, symbols of everlasting life and the light that Jesus brought into the world. And slowly but surely, December 25th evolved into the biggest, most beloved birthday celebration on the planet. And it got there not because it was a historically proven date, but because of the incredible power of the story it represents. So, to come back to our original question, was Jesus literally born on December 25th? The historical evidence suggests probably not. But does that take away from the beauty and significance of the day? Absolutely not. In fact, it might even add to it, because December 25th isn't just about historical accuracy, it's a chosen day. It's a designated moment for us to intentionally pause our busy lives to reflect and to celebrate the incredible, world-changing gift of Jesus' birth. It's a day that has come to symbolize hope in the middle of our darkest times. It's a day that brings families and friends together, strengthening the bonds of love and community. It's a day that inspires incredible acts of kindness, generosity, and compassion all over the world. And it's a day that is cherished by millions, not because of the number on the calendar, but because of the profound message of love and redemption that lies at its heart. Ultimately, December 25th is so much more than just a birthday. It's a celebration of light overcoming darkness. It's a celebration of peace in a troubled world. And it's a celebration of the beginning of a story that 2,000 years later continues to change hearts and offer hope to all of humanity. A story that changed the world forever. So this year, when you see the Christmas lights and hear the carols, remember the incredible journey this day has taken through history and the beautiful, powerful meaning it holds for so many. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more stories that explore the history behind our world. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. God bless you.